Today we're going to be going over how to progress your balance exercises. So the first part of working on balance exercises is making sure that you have a nice, safe setup. So starting next to a sturdy wall, a kitchen counter. I've got a nice sturdy chair in front of me for the purpose of this video. You just want to make sure that your environment is safe. Don't do this next to something that if you lose your balance and you put your hand on it, something that would tip over. That's not what we want. So make sure that your environment is nice and safe. You're going to start off by doing feet together, facing straight ahead. Eyes are going to be open. This is probably very easy for most people, so something that you know is going to be easy, you can rush through that a little bit. If you have no idea, then take your time with each of these. Everything is going to be done in up to 30-second intervals, and then you can repeat those for 2 to 3 sets, depending on how challenging it is, how fatigued you are, etc. So starting with feet together, eyes open. I can make this harder by doing my next round of sets with the eyes closed. Eyes closed always makes something more difficult because you're taking your eyes out of the equation. You're limiting how much of your balance systems are available to you to work together. So anytime the eyes are closed, it's automatically going to make it more challenging, which is good. So I've done eyes open, eyes closed. Great, that was easy. I can make this more challenging by doing one foot in front of the other, starting with eyes open. I can do my 3 sets of 30 seconds that way. You can break that up by switching feet. So one set of 30 seconds with the left foot forward. The next set, you're going to do the right foot forward because those legs will get tired. So I've done my 3 of each. Now I can do this with the eyes closed. So I'm going to switch back, do the eyes closed, same thing. One foot's in front of the other, and I'm here balancing. That might start to get a little bit more challenging for most of you guys. So work up to that point as much as you can. If you're just starting out with balance exercises, if you've got a history of falls, if you've got issues with vertigo or dizziness, those are probably challenging enough up to this point. If you're a little bit more advanced, these next few exercises are where it's going to get more challenging. So if you don't know the appropriate rate of progression for yourself, that's what you ask your physical therapist about. Don't just guess. Don't do anything that's going to compromise your safety. So after you've done one foot in front of the other, you can go into single leg stance. Same thing. I can do this eyes open, facing straight ahead, alternating feet so that one leg gets a break while I go to the next. Again, 30-second intervals. I've done all of these with my eyes open now. I'm going to go to eyes closed. This will be pretty challenging for most people. You'll probably experience some swaying. Some of you might lose your balance and need to grab onto your safe surface. That's okay. Just try and regain that balance and keep the eyes closed while you're doing it. Go for your 30 seconds. Same rules apply. Repeat 2 to 3 sets on each leg. Once you're ready to upgrade to more challenging exercises, you can start adding a more unstable surface under your feet. You're going to go back through that whole sequence that we just did in terms of progression. So you're not going to go from single leg eyes closed to single leg eyes closed on foam. That's too much of a jump. You're going to start back over with feet flat, eyes open, see how you do with that, and then go through that progression again. So it always goes feet together, staggered stance, single leg stance. And in each of those, you start with eyes open, then you do eyes closed before you switch to the next stance. Once you're adding this foam pad underneath, eyes closed is going to be much more challenging because now you've got an unstable surface and you've taken your eyes out of the balance equation. So make sure that you've done well with all of the other exercises up until this point before you progress to this version. Good luck, and make sure to ask your physical therapist or your physician if you have any questions about the safety of these exercises.